Hey everybody, it's Morgan and I am here with my March wrap up. I only was able to read 3 books this month, and that was because I started a bunch of books that I did not finish in the month of March, and that includes my Toni Morrison book this month, which was Song of Solomon, and the book you guys picked, which was Linden Hills. So the 3 books that I did get to finish this month were these right here, and I will go into detail. So the first book I finished was The Princess Saves Herself, and this one by Amanda Lovelace, and this is a book of poetry about her coming to grips with some issues in her life and coming to her moment of self-love and self-worth. I gave this book 3 stars. It has higher reviews on Goodreads and a lot of people like it. This is what I like to call Instagram poetry because it's really easy to like put these stanzas up on Instagram. And a lot of poets, kind of like Rupi Kaur and Alex L., if you're familiar with her, they do that from time to time with their poetry, which is like a great marketing aspect, and I think it's like a new contemporary way of writing poetry, in my opinion. It's definitely not a dig or a diss. She tells it in like about 4 or 5 parts about, you know, some of her difficulties growing up, and then eventually like she saves herself by, you know, her self-love and, you know, doing the best she can. And of course she meets a guy, of course, but her approach is more of like she loves herself so she also can love this guy, so he's not saving her, which is a good thing. Even though it was super quick to finish, and I think maybe that's part of the reason why I didn't enjoy it as much. I also think it's kind of similar to Rupi Kaur. Yeah, I can't really put my finger on why I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I did. Maybe, I guess, because it got such higher ratings on Goodreads. But I think I'm just kind of a little over the Instagram poetry. It's very simple, which is good when you want a quick read. And in contrast, I was also trying to finish There Are More Beautiful Things Than Beyonce, the poetry collection by Morgan Parker. And it's taken me longer to finish that because it's not as digestible. You really have to think about what she's saying and how she's saying it, which makes it enjoyable. But nonetheless, I have not finished that one yet because I'm sitting contemplating her poetry. While this, like, I get it, it's there. If you just want to enjoy poetry real quick, this is something you probably like. Alright, so the next book I finished in the month was The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas, and must I say, all the hype was deserved about this book. This is a young adult book. Most of you should know the premise. Star sees one of her best friends get killed by the cops. She's the only witness other than the police officer himself. And it goes through that turmoil for Star and her family. Guys, when I say, like, my emotions, I was angry, I was happy, I was sad, I was laughing, I was crying. Mostly I was like, had to hold back my tears because I was at work finishing this up too, and whew, it was really good. I think even adults can enjoy this. Definitely a younger, I don't know if I'm a young adult anymore. I'm 25. So I guess I'm in my mid-20s now, whatever. Even, I think, my generation of adults, I guess, we can enjoy it. There's a lot of slang and a lot of kind of references to what's current today in here, and I thought that was interesting as well, because I think teenagers would totally, if you've been around teenagers, I feel like they would totally have some of the conversations that were in this book. She did it, like, she did that, like, congrats to her. I didn't get to see her when she came to DC because I was coming back from Florida. I went and visited my sister in Florida this month, and that's also where I got my hair cut. So that elephant's out the room. And I wanted to do a review on it, but it has so many reviews. I think if you're a parent, this is a good book for you to read and then have your teenager read and discuss. And I think this is also a good follow-up from All American Boys. I think Angie Thomas puts a more personal spin to this book than All American Boys did. And I love that book as well. I gave it 5 stars last year. I think this gives a more in-depth look at like the traumatic, the trauma that comes from those type of events, and it really shows like how teenagers really have to deal with this, whereas in All American Boys it seemed more informal. This one is definitely more a story with a plot. It's definitely more of a personal story. So yeah, that one, great, loved it. And I definitely enjoyed that one this month. And then the other book I completed through this month was the Crunk Feminist Collective, which is by, edited by Brittany C. Cooper, Susan M. Morris, and Robin M. Boylorn. There are multiple, these are essays, collection of essays. I gave this book 4 stars. They have a blog that's been up, I think, for 10 years. I think this was the 10th anniversary of the blog existing. And these are women of color who are academics writing short essays about certain topics in Black feminism mostly. I think if you're a woman of color, you can relate to a lot of essays in here, of course, if you're a Black woman. If you are not, but you're interested in intersectionality and issues that Black women face and women of color, then I would suggest this one. It gives a personal spin on more academic essays and articles that you might find. And that's what I was actually expecting when I picked this book up, but I'm glad they didn't do that. However, I do feel like a little bit of things got repetitive. They split it up by topic, like love, sex, they have race, they have politics, they have a lot of pop culture discussion in here. The 2 sections that stuck out to me the most was the one on sisterhood, and I don't have many, before this I didn't really have any like hardcore, maybe like academic or essay type of text about sisterhood and the importance of like embracing other women as your friends and certain things like that. And self-care. Self-care has been a big topic lately, and it's becoming more of a important discussion when it comes to feminism, especially with women of color. A lot of times we take care of everybody else except ourselves. I think a lot of women can also relate to that. Alright, so quickly wrap up. I have the stack of books that I did not finish this month, but I will finish them in April. And Song of Solomon, I finished that yesterday. It is currently April 3rd, so this will be my April wrap up, but that video should be coming soon with the other Toni Morrison videos I owe you guys. Gloria Naylor's Linden Hills. I'm like 50 pages in for this one. This will also have a review, and I know I owe you guys. I'm so sorry. I've just been off and still digesting some of these books. So this is coming. I'll finish this, and yes, we will still have a What Should I Read this month. I will state that soon. Crazy Rich Asians, which is totally fun. Thanks to Alicia at Pretty Brown Eyed Reader. I took this on my short vacation with me. And girl, it is so funny. This is everything I never knew I needed. Like when she talked about like they are gossipy in this book, they are gossipy, and it's lovely. So I'm 300 pages in with this book, and just because it's the sheer nature of it, I want to finish it. I have Crazy Rich Girlfriend, which I got in hardback. They were getting rid of that one at my job. And because the paperback is out, and Crazy Rich Problems Did I say? Yeah, Crazy Rich Girlfriend is the second one. And then Crazy Rich Problems comes out this May. So I kind of want to at least be finished this book so I can move forward in the series. I'm pretty sure the third book is the last book in the trilogy. The movie is also going to come out for this one too, and I'm really excited. I'm trying to see like what type of budget this movie has, because their lives are very extravagant in this book and I want all of it on screen. Alright, and the next one is They Can't Kill Us All. Me and Cal from Cal Lewis ATL have been trying to read this since maybe November. It's good so far. I'm 100 pages in. Again, like I said, I just picked up way too many books this month and did not finish nearly as many as I started to read this month. So, still into this, not sure. Hopefully we should finish this by this month. Funny story, my aunt held a conference about policing. She's a retired cop. She's now an Episcopal priest, which is interesting. But she held a conference this Saturday, and she actually had Wesley Lowery speak because she really liked his book, and he signed it for me, which was really nice. Really nice guy. If you're interested in this book, I still suggest you picking it up. Yeah, so those are the 4 I'm going to do my best and finish reading this month. Some others are going to be quicker to finish than others. And my What Should I Read video is going to be a special advanced reader copy edition of What Should I Read. So I'm going to make a separate video for that. And that one should be uploaded right after this one. So I will see you guys very soon. Bye.